What's up, YouTube? T Movies here. Here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films and shows that are premiering this week, whether it be in theaters, streaming, etc. So here's what's coming out this week. Alright, in theaters, we got the new Edgar Wright directed horror film Last Night in Soho, about an aspiring fashion designer who is mysteriously able to enter the 1960s, where she encounters a dazzling wannabe singer. However, the glamour is not all it appears to be, and the dreams of the past starts to crack and splinter into something far darker. Now, this is pretty much Edgar Wright's first foray into, straight up, like, into serious horror. Obviously, he did do Shaun of the Dead, but when you talk about, actual horror, this is pretty much like his first ever horror that's not comedy, I should say. But this does look really cool. Looks creepy. You got Anna Taylor-Joy's in this. You got Thomas McKenzie. You got Matt Smith. Looks really intriguing. Looks creepy. So sign me up with this one. All right. Also out this week, we got the new horror film Antlers, about a small town Oregon teacher and her brother, the local sheriff, discover that a young student is harboring a dangerous secret with frightening consequences. This looks pretty creepy. It is directed by Scott Cooper. You got Kerry Russell, Jesse Plemons is in this. Looks like a really creepy creature-based film. So, and it looks pretty gory as well from what I've seen. So, definitely look forward to check this one out. Also, out this week, we got the new movie called A Mouthful of Air, about best-selling children's author who writes about unlocking childhood fears, has yet to unlock her own. After the birth of her second child, things get dark for her as a dark secret from her past comes rushing forward. Now, this is led by Amanda Seyfried. You also got Finn Wittrock. You got loads of other cool actors. You got Paul Giamatti, Amy Irving. Sadly, the trailers did not do anything for me. It does not look all that good in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm not really too excited for that one. Now in theaters this week and coming to Netflix in November, we got the movie Passing, which I actually just saw. Giving my review for that here in a bit. Now it takes place in 1920s New York City, where a black woman finds her world upended when her life becomes intertwined with a former childhood friend who's passing as white. Now this actually is led by Tessa Thompson. Rubenega's in this. You also got Alexander Skarsgård, Andre Holland. I actually just saw like a deer like I actually saw this movie in theaters yesterday where by the way now the film is also directed by Rebecca Hall, who I actually was able to see in person yesterday because her and Ruth was actually doing like a Q&A there, so I was able to actually see them in person there. But anyway, the movie was really decent. It was full on black and white. Definitely a really decent story to that's worth checking out. So yeah, if you guys haven't really seen Passing, give it a go. All right, now on Netflix we got the film Hypnotic, about a young woman seeking self improvement. Elicits the help of a hypnotist. So this does not look so good. I mean, it does start the girl Kate Siegel, who's in almost pretty much lots of Mike Flanagan movies, but this just did not really. This doesn't really look like good in my opinion. Haven't seen it yet, but I'll probably check it out here in a bit. But yeah. We also got Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight Part 2, which is pretty much a follow-up to last year's horror film, Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight. In the sequel, when something horrible happens to the only survivor of a bloody massacre, an insecure rookie cop must overcome his fears to stop further carnage. Now, this movie, by the way, is gory. I mean, maybe one of the most gory horror films I've seen in recent years. I mean, this thing has lots of bloodshed, lots of people's body parts getting ripped out. I mean, yeah, one of the most gorgeous movies you'll ever want to see. And the first film was pretty decent too. So, yeah, not like Netflix has been doing pretty good with its slasher genre. So, anyway. Also out on Netflix, we got Army of Thieves, which is a prequel to Army of the Dead, where a mysterious woman recruits bank teller Dieter, the character who, of course, was in Army of the Dead, to sit in a heist of impossible to crack safes across Europe. Now, this also stars Natalie Emmanuel, the actor who plays Dieter in Army of the Dead. He's, of course, in this. He also directs the movie, so there's that too. It looks really cool. I mean, I thought Army of the Dead was really decent, so I'm looking forward to see where they're gonna take like this prequel to. We are also getting like a sequel as well, so there's that. But yeah, Army of these definitely like it looks more like Ocean's 11 than a zombie film. So yeah, but anyway, also at this week on Paramount Plus, we got Paranormal Activity: Next of Kin. The film follows a young woman trying to discover what happened to her mother, who disappeared years ago, until she discovers a terrifying truth about her mother's past. Now, this is, of course, the latest installment of the Paranormal Activity franchise. I am going to be doing my reviews for the Paranormal Activity movies, so keep your eye out for those. But this actually looks really cool, looks creepy. I do quite like the Paranormal Activity film franchise, so it's going to be interesting to see how this holds up. All right. Also, out this week, got the new movie Violet about a executive who realizes that guiding voices inside her head has been trying to her has been lying to her about everything. But the tables turn when she learns to trust her heart and discover the love of her life is closer than she thinks. Now, this actually is directed by Justine Bateman. You also got Olivia Munn, Justin DeRoche in this. Looks really interesting. I mean, Olivia looks great in this. Like some of the other cast involved. I'm definitely interested to check this one out whenever I get a chance to. All right, for all you anime fans, we got My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission, which is where like the greatest heroes must track down the mastermind behind the deadly chemical attack. So this is pretty much a new film of the My Hero Academia film franchise. I know that show that honestly My Hero Academia is very popular among anime goers. So, and they did actually do like a My Hero Academia movie last year before the years got closed down and all that. So yeah, I mean I thought like I'm not really much of a My Hero Academia fan to be honest. Yeah, like I rarely even watch the show. But I know there are so many fans of it. So hey, if you're a Hero Academia fan, good news, the film version comes out this week. All right. Now there is also a live action one in the works too, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that falls out. All right. Also at this week, we got the movie The Souvenir Part Two, the follow up to 2019's The Souvenir. Now this is once again directed by Joanna Hogg. In the aftermath of her tumultuous relationship with a charismatic but manipulative older man, Julie begins to untangle her fraught love for him by making her graduation film and starting fact from his elaborately constructed fiction. This once again is led by Hannah Bryan Swinton, who's of course is the daughter of Tilda Swinton. This does look really intriguing. I mean, I thought the Souvenir Part One was really interesting, so look forward to see where they're gonna take the sequel to. So hopefully it'll be decent. All right. Also, out this week, you got the new disaster movie, 13 Minutes, where the largest tornado on the record threatens to ravage a small town, leaving residents with only 13 minutes to find shelter, search for loved ones, and fight for their lives. In the wake of the total devastation, four families must overcome their differences and find strength in themselves and one another to survive. Now, this stars Amy Smart, Dora Birch, Peter Facinelli, and Trace Atkins. So, got some interesting cast members here. It looks pretty terrible, though. I mean, this definitely looks like a B movie version of that horror film, not horror film, of that horrible film, Geostorm that premiered a couple of years ago. Definitely has a bit of Geostorm vibe there. So, and Geostorm, we don't talk about that at all. But that movie is pretty terrible. So, yeah. All right. Also, out this week, we got the new movie, The Spine of Night. When an ancient dark magic falls into sinister hands, a group of heroes from different eras, cultures, must band together to defeat or course. The voice talent includes Patton Oswalt, Xena War Princess herself, Lucy Lawless, Betty Gabriel, Richie Grant, and Joe Manganiello. This does look really intriguing. The animation looks cool, looks pretty gory. So, really intrigued. Check this one out. All right, we also got a movie called Snakehead, which is like a Asian based film about rise through the ranks of a New York crime family. A woman must resign with success as her true motives for sneaking into America comes to a light. Could be interesting, I guess. Looks like part of Champions, where during the last years at Ivy League college in 1999, some friends' lives are changed forever when an Army vet takes over as coach of their dysfunctional rowing team. So yeah, there's that. I mean, looks intriguing, I guess. You know, you got the likes of Michael Shannon. You got who else you got in this? You got Alexander Ludwig, Charles Melton. Could be I don't know. Could be intriguing, I guess. Always do love me a good inspirational sports film. So maybe it'll be decent. Who knows? All right, now a couple of shows premiering this week on. Oh, and top off, we also got a horror film called Horror Noir. Now this is pretty much like based on the. Now this is actually based on the acclaimed 2019 documentary of the same name, where the anthology film presents 6 short horror stories from Black writers and directors, showcasing both established and emerging talents. And the 6 segments includes Daddy, Bride Before You, Brand of Eva, The Lake, Sundown, FU City. I definitely gotta check this one out. It does look really intriguing. It looks pretty creepy. I like some of the talent involved. So and anyway, now as for this, some of the shows premiering. Speaking of Shudder, on Shudder we got Behind the Monsters, which pretty much is a docuseries that explores the pretty much the creation of the iconic horror monsters that we know and love, such as Jason, Chucky, Michael Myers, Freddy, etc. I mean, I'm a fan of those type of characters, so I'm definitely interested in seeing a horror docu series about that. Could be interesting. All right, on Paramount Plus, we got Star Trek Project, where a motley crew of young aliens in the Delta Quadrant finds an unbanded Starfleet ship, the USS Protostar, taking control of the ship. They must work. They must learn to work together as they must make their way towards the Alpha Quadrant. I mean, could be interesting. I mean, this is a new Star Trek animated series that is premiering on Paramount Plus. We know how popular the Star Trek fan, the Star Trek world has been with the TV whether it's Star Trek Discovery, Picard. So maybe this could be good. I don't know. The animation looks cool, so sign me up there. All right, on Netflix we got Colin in Black and White, which is pretty much a Netflix limited series about pretty much the life of former NFL player Colin Kaepernick. It's about like his high school years and experiences that led him to become an activist. So yeah, of course this is from Ava DuVernay. You got Jane Micah, who's portraying the role of young Colin. Nick Offerman, Mary Louise Parker's in this. Could be interesting. I don't really know much about Colin Kaepernick's life or anything like that, so maybe this thing could probably work. I mean, Colin is actually narrating his life story, so could be cool, I guess. All right. Another sports show premiere this week on Apple. We got Swagger, where baseball players and their families and coaches get swept up into the youth sports economy, walking a fine line between drama and ambition, opportunism, and corruption. Now, this is actually a basketball drama that is led by O'Shea Jackson Jr., who's actually playing a coach here. Of course, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is the son of Ice Cube, so there's that. Anyway, this definitely looks like it could be really intriguing. You don't really see many basketball-based dramas, so series, so that could be cool, I guess. I believe Chris Paul is actually a producer. I think it's Chris Paul, maybe Kevin Durant. I know some NBA superstars actually an executive producer on this, but it could be interesting. Who knows? But anyway, now that's pretty much it. Let me leave to you guys. Which of these films and shows are you interested in? Are you interested in Last Night in Soho, Antlers? Are you interested in Colin Black and White? So drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Timu signing off.